Albus Dumbledore stands as the most beloved character in the Harry Potter series, capturing hearts worldwide as the wise grandfather figure every reader wishes they had. Dumbledore possesses power beyond measure, enough to make even Voldemort afraid, yet remains gentle enough to offer Harry a lemon drop during their most serious conversations. His long silver beard and twinkling blue eyes behind half-moon spectacles became the universal image of magical wisdom itself. Dumbledore consistently sees the good in everyone, offers second chances when others wouldn't, and always knows exactly what to say during difficult moments. He guides Harry through his darkest times, teaching him that love conquers hate and that choices matter more than natural abilities. Even when readers discover his past mistakes, his friendship with dark wizard Grindelwald, his temporary hunger for power, and his tragic family secrets, these flaws only make him more human and relatable. Dumbledore's complexity lies in his ability to be both incredibly powerful and deeply caring. He makes difficult decisions to protect others, sometimes keeping painful secrets that hurt the people he loves most. Readers adore Dumbledore because he represents hope in the darkest times, shows that redemption is always possible, and demonstrates that truly powerful people choose to protect rather than control others. Dolores Umbridge stands as the most hated character in the Harry Potter series, despised even more than Voldemort himself by countless readers. Her appearance seems harmless at first, a short, squat woman who dresses entirely in pink and decorates her office with kittens on decorative plates. She speaks in a soft, girlish voice and clears her throat with little hem-hem sounds that quickly become infuriating. But beneath this sweet exterior lurks a monster who uses her government position to torture children and destroy everything good about Hogwarts. Umbridge arrives as defense against the dark arts teacher with orders from the Ministry of Magic to control the school and silence Harry's claims about Voldemort's return. She bans practical magic lessons, forces students to copy lines from textbooks, and punishes anyone who questions her methods. Her cruelest weapon is a special quill that carves words into students' skin with their own blood when they write detention lines. Harry's hand bears permanent scars reading, "I must not tell lies," after hours of this torture. Umbridge creates new rules daily, posts them on pink proclamations, and gives herself more power to punish students for the smallest infractions. She inspects other teachers like they're criminals, fires Professor Trelawney in front of the entire school, and tries to use illegal truth serum on students. Readers hate Umbridge because she represents every corrupt authority figure who abuses power, every teacher who crushes creativity, and every person who hurts children while pretending to help them. Severus Snape emerges as the second most loved character through one of literature's greatest redemption stories. For 6 books, readers see Snape as the cruel, bitter potions master who seems to hate Harry for no reason. He appears as a greasy-haired villain who favors his Slytherin students while tormenting Gryffindors, especially Harry, Hermione, and Ron. Snape's harsh treatment of students and his apparent loyalty to Voldemort made readers despise him for years. Then everything changes in the final book, when Harry discovers the truth through Snape's memories. Snape loved Harry's mother Lily since childhood, a pure love that never faded even after she married his enemy James Potter. When Voldemort killed Lily, Snape's world shattered, and he spent the rest of his life protecting her son as the only way to honor her memory. Every cruel word, every harsh punishment, every moment of apparent hatred was actually Snape risking his life as a double agent. His famous word "always" when asked if he still loved Lily became one of the most quoted lines in the series. Snape sacrificed everything, his reputation, his happiness, his life, to protect Harry and defeat Voldemort. Readers love Snape because his story proves that love can drive someone to heroism, that people are more complex than they appear, and that the greatest acts of bravery often happen in secret. Lord Voldemort claims his position as the second most hated character through his relentless pursuit of power and the countless lives he destroys without remorse. Born as Tom Marvolo Riddle, he transforms himself into something barely human through his quest for immortality and absolute control. His appearance reflects his evil nature: pale, snake-like skin, red eyes that glow like flames, and slits for nostrils that make him look more reptile than man. Voldemort splits his soul into 7 pieces by committing murder, hiding these fragments in objects called Horcruxes to avoid death. This process strips away his humanity, leaving behind a creature incapable of love, mercy, or any positive emotion. He kills Harry's parents when Harry is just a baby, orphaning him and sentencing him to years of abuse with the Dursleys. Throughout the series, Voldemort murders anyone who stands in his way, loyal followers, innocent bystanders, and children alike. He tortures people for pleasure, uses the killing curse as casually as others might swat a fly, and feels no guilt for any of his actions. Voldemort creates a reign of terror across the wizarding world, forcing families into hiding and turning neighbor against neighbor through fear. He builds an army of Death Eaters who spread his message of pure blood supremacy, leading to a wizard war that tears apart the magical community. Readers hate Voldemort because he represents pure evil without redemption, the kind of monster who destroys everything good simply because he can, and the darkness that emerges when someone chooses power over every human connection. Hermione Granger claims the 3rd spot as the most beloved character, representing the brilliant, loyal friend everyone wants by their side. From the moment she corrects Ron's pronunciation of Wingardium Leviosa on the Hogwarts Express, Hermione establishes herself as the smartest witch of her generation. Her bushy brown hair and front teeth might make her seem ordinary at first, but her incredible mind and fierce determination set her apart immediately. Hermione reads every textbook before school starts, raises her hand for every question, and knows spells that even 7th years haven't learned. But her intelligence never makes her cold or distant from her friends. Instead, she uses her knowledge to save Harry and Ron countless times throughout their adventures. Hermione researches Polyjuice Potion to help them discover Draco's secrets, figures out the mystery of the basilisk when everyone else is stumped, and solves riddle after riddle to help them reach the Philosopher's Stone. Beyond her brains, Hermione possesses unwavering moral courage. She stands up for house elves when no one else cares about their rights, punches Draco Malfoy when he insults her friends, and never abandons Harry even when the entire wizarding world turns against him. Her loyalty runs so deep that she erases her parents' memories to keep them safe during the war. Readers adore Hermione because she proves that knowledge is power, that friendship matters more than popularity, and that doing the right thing is always worth fighting for. Bellatrix Lestrange earns her place as the 3rd most hated character through her sadistic devotion to Voldemort and her role in murdering beloved characters. Her wild, curly black hair and gaunt face reflect the madness that consumes her after years in Azkaban prison. Bellatrix doesn't just follow Voldemort, she worships him with a disturbing obsession that goes beyond loyalty into pure fanaticism. She calls him "my lord" with breathless devotion and considers serving him the greatest honor of her life. Her cruelty knows no bounds, as she delights in causing pain and suffering to anyone Voldemort considers an enemy. Bellatrix tortured Frank and Alice Longbottom, Neville's parents, into permanent insanity using the Cruciatus Curse after Voldemort's first defeat. She left them alive, but destroyed their minds so completely that they can't even recognize their own son. During the battle at the Department of Mysteries, Bellatrix murders Sirius Black, Harry's godfather and last connection to his parents. She laughs with pure joy as Sirius falls through the mysterious veil, taunting Harry about losing the only family he had left. Later, she kills Dobby the house elf by throwing a dagger through his chest, just as he helps Harry and his friends escape from her home. Bellatrix represents the worst kind of evil, someone who chooses cruelty and finds pleasure in others' pain. Her baby talk voice when she tortures people makes her even more disturbing. Readers hate Bellatrix because she destroys innocent lives with glee, takes away characters we love, and shows that some people embrace darkness completely. Sirius Black secures his place as the 4th most beloved character by representing the family and freedom Harry desperately craved. When Sirius first appears, he seems like Harry's worst nightmare, a dangerous escaped prisoner from Azkaban who allegedly betrayed Harry's parents to Voldemort. His wild black hair, gaunt face, and tattered prison robes made him look every bit the madman everyone believed him to be. Then the truth emerges in a shocking twist that changes everything. Sirius was innocent, framed by his former friend Peter Pettigrew, who actually betrayed the Potters. For 12 years, Sirius rotted in the wizarding world's most terrible prison for a crime he never committed, surrounded by soul-sucking dementors that drained all happiness from his life. Despite this horrific injustice, Sirius never loses his love for Harry or his rebellious spirit that refuses to be broken. As Harry's godfather, Sirius becomes the cool adult figure Harry always needed, someone who treats him like an equal, encourages his rule-breaking when it's for good reasons, and offers him a real home away from the Dursleys. Sirius transforms into a massive black dog to stay close to Harry, risking capture and the Dementor's kiss, because protecting his godson matters more than his own safety. His tragic death fighting to save Harry breaks readers' hearts because it represents the loss of Harry's chance at having a real family. Readers love Sirius because he embodies loyalty, sacrifice, and the idea that family isn't just about blood relations. Vernon Dursley completes the list as the fourth most hated character through his unrelenting emotional and physical abuse of Harry throughout his childhood. This large, beefy man with a purple face and walrus mustache represents everything wrong with people who hurt defenseless children. Vernon hates magic and everything connected to it, viewing Harry's magical abilities as a shameful family secret that threatens his perfectly normal suburban life. From the moment baby Harry arrives on his doorstep, Vernon treats his nephew like a burden rather than family. He forces Harry to live in a cupboard under the stairs for 11 years, sleeping on a thin mattress surrounded by spiders while his spoiled son Dudley gets 2 bedrooms. Vernon starves Harry as punishment, locks him in his room with bars on the windows, and makes him do endless household chores while the rest of the family relaxes. He screams at Harry for the smallest mistakes, forbids him from asking questions about his parents, and tells him that his mother and father died in a car crash because they were worthless drunks. Vernon's treatment goes beyond neglect into active cruelty. He enjoys making Harry miserable and takes pleasure in crushing the boy's spirit. When Harry receives his Hogwarts letter, Vernon tries everything to prevent him from learning about his magical heritage, moving the family to a hut on a rock in the sea to escape the flood of letters. Even after learning that Harry is famous in the wizarding world, Vernon continues his abuse because he cannot stand that his nephew possesses something he will never have. Readers hate Vernon because he represents every adult who fails to protect children in their care.